Yo, a great big welcome to you. This is your tarot reading coming from the mountains of Java, and I can safely say it really is coming from the mountains of Java. You see, my mother died, I had to go back to the UK. My life was in a bit of turmoil, but finally I'm back on my mountain where I'm at peace and where I'm happy. Leo, I know this is going to be a profound reading, but I really hope you get something from it. Leo, an interesting reading, profound in fact. Now I'm a Leo, so excuse me because I interpret it through events in my life, but yeah. You look at that middle card, Queen of Wands. Queen who's something of a social butterfly, maybe prone to using people, but well loved. People love her. Recent past, bottom right, we have a Tower card. Things came tumbling down. As I say, my mother died, and I'll probably never go back to the UK. So that probably is my Tower. Right now, however, we have the Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities to make money. In the future, we have the, is it a 9 or is it an 8? Let me just check that card, what it is. I know what it means, it's just, yeah, it's the 8 of Wands. So we have an 8 of Wands, which is you, knowing where you're going, you've got a sense of direction. Everything's lined up, you're going in the right direction, you know what you're doing. Now, you're going to be met with a number of opportunities, and not at all maybe what they seem. And these are going to impact on the outcome. So some of the opportunities are good, some will be bad. But that does have a major impact on the outcome. What would change the outcome is you taking more of a long-term view of things and planning for the future, investing for the future. So maybe some of these opportunities are short-term, whereas you should be investing for the future. The outcome, however, is a good outcome, and that sees you stepping back into your King of Wands, entrepreneurial greatness, which is what you are. You're this wonderful entrepreneur, so you're stepping back into that. I think it looks like a good reading. It's a profound reading, that's for sure. Leo, if this has some resonance with you, I'm going to expand on it quite a bit more, so please keep listening. But if you can hit the like button and pass a comment, maybe subscribe to the channel and hit the button so that you'll get future notifications. It really does help me immensely. So Leo, I want to thank you in anticipation of doing those little things for me. Thank you so much. You may well be asking, why from Java? What's important about tarot from Java? And the truth is, there is nothing so important about tarot from Java. Simply that here in Java, we have many different spirits who will come to help in your tarot reading. It'll probably put a different reflection on things. For example, the spirits here are less likely to be concerned about love and finances, despite people in Java being every bit as interested in these things as the rest of us. But maybe the spirits are trying to tell us something else. Now I'll be using probably 2 decks, but out of 3 decks. So the first deck is Tarot Nusantara. The second deck is the Steampunk deck. And the third deck is the Light Visions Tarot. Tarot Nusantara is actually a new one to me, which I love, whereas the Light Visions I've struggled with as a result of the rendering. Although I think I'll grow into it, I will keep using it and coming back to it. You can see on all of them I'm using quite a lot of salt, and that's to clear the energy and the spirits from them, something that I do fairly regularly with my tarot. And I also, you'll see a number of Jimat there that I use just to bring a good energy to the tarot. and to my reading. Perhaps the most important mystical object we use in Java is the kris, the curly knife that you can see that I've placed across both decks. Kris are very important for bringing the spirits to work on any object here in Java. I call on the spirits of the mountains to assist me in shuffling the cards, in selecting the correct cards and interpret them correctly for Leo for December 2022. Leo, the overall energy is that of the Queen of Wands. Now, she's a lovely queen and people love her. She's someone with quite a wide circle of friends, and she sort of flits around those friends. A bit of a social butterfly, you might say. But she knows how to you might say use people, but she knows how to get the best out of people. She knows how to create synergy. And given I interpret it through my circumstances, now is the time to start networking. You've been building up things, you've been doing things, and now's the time to really exploit it through networks. You look at her, I mean, she's a lovely queen. She's seated there, dressed beautifully, on her throne. She's got that wand or stick. She's got that sunflower, which is there for luck. There's a black cat by her feet, which depends on your culture, but I suspect that also means luck as well. Now, this is a card that runs throughout the entire thing, the entire reading. So we have to recognise the importance of this energy throughout everything. And now in the recent past we have the Tower moment. So this is an abrupt ending to things, major changes. All you can do is rebuild your life. I mean, you look at the card, the lightning has blown the top of that tower, they've fallen off it, and they're having to rebuild. And I won't go into all the details, but in my case, my mother died. I went to see her before she died and arranged the funeral, arranged the sale of the house and clearance of the house, etc. in the UK. But you know, I had such difficulty in getting to the UK. And it was so costly to go there. And of course, when I sell my mum's house, I've got nowhere to stay as well. But the other thing that I found was increasingly you cannot spend cash in the UK. So it's very difficult for people from overseas to actually spend money there, to actually do anything there. I mean, I arrived, at Manchester Airport, got the train to my mum's, which was the Transport for Wales. And all I wanted was a bottle of water. I mean, it can't be much more than £1. And they'd only accepted cards. When there's a transaction cost of about 25p on a card, but they only accept cards. And of course, Transport for Wales should be for tourists, So yeah, they don't take cash. What's a tourist to do? Anyway, as a result of all of that, I probably will never go back to the UK. So I'm rebuilding my life in Indonesia. Now, yours might not be as dramatic as mine, but it is going to be something dramatic like that. Your current energy is that of the Ace of Coins. Couldn't be better. This is about new money coming to you. Look at the card. I mean, there's something divine about it. He's holding up that coin, but there's those clouds behind it, so it's divine. It's a picture of a vineyard. Now, grapes are quite rare in Indonesia, so I assume that vineyards are. And there's that gate there into an arid landscape, which is more typical for parts of Indonesia at least. So you're going to have to work. It's not going to it's not charity. But think money is coming. New money opportunities for money are coming to you. And you're going to have to work for them, but they will bear fruits, which, if you're like me, that's some welcome news. Now, with my mother dying, I probably can expect a windfall from that. But I've got the feeling that I'm going to get money from elsewhere. I think it might be to do with this channel, which at the time of recording it's still not monetized, but I'm getting very positive feelings at this moment, and it'll be something similar for you as well, Leo. Now in the future we have the Eight of Wands. And I think this is a great sign. You know, this is coming from a Leo. I think it's a great sign because you finally got a sense of direction. You know where you're going. You know what you want to do. And everything you're doing is aligned towards that. So you really do have this wonderful sense of direction, knowing what you're doing. You look at the card. Well, all 8 of those are moving towards the same target with a degree of vigour. I mean, this feels like the break you've been waiting for so long, Leo. It really does. So it feels very good to me. Now, I was just about to interpret this card by saying but. Because we've got the 7 of Cups, but it doesn't have to be a but. 7 of Cups is loads of opportunities, but not all opportunities are as good as they might be. So normally I'd say choose carefully, but I just think that life's going to be a wash of some opportunities. And truth is that, you know, sometimes you just grab all the opportunities and hope that the good ones offset the bad ones. So when I had my businesses, we'd have a number of projects on the go at a time, and you'd always know that some narcissist or psychopath client would sabotage one of them, and you'd lose a lot of money on it, but you'd just hope that you had enough fat on the rest to cover that project that goes pear-shaped. You look at the cards, you know, there are the 7 cups. I mean, you'd love to get the wreath. You know, you'd probably love to get the pagoda. There's one with a cover over it, so you don't know what that has in it. But you probably wouldn't be that happy to receive a cup with a snake in it. But no, I'm not seeing it too badly. I think it's just loads of opportunities. Now what I failed to say was that the 7 of Cups leads to the outcome, whereas strangely the 7 of Pentacles changes the outcome. And the 7 of Pentacles is you thinking of long-term investments. You look at him, well, he's planting money, isn't he, so that money grows. Now, in my garden in Java, I have teak trees, and they're worth a fortune, but they take nearly a lifetime to grow, and it's that type of thing. So I think you've got a choice here. There's some short-term gains to be made, and there's some longer-term ones. And I think you're being asked to think about the longer term. And the longer term might mean you turning your back on some of the opportunities and saying, no, you know, it's the long term I'm concerned about. The short term comes and goes, you know. If these are entrepreneurial opportunities, I mean, I've been an entrepreneur, I've been a successful business person. It's sort of, do you want it again? Is that what you really want? I think this is what's being asked here. Now the outcome is the King of Wands, and it's a wonderful outcome. It's you stepping into your power as an entrepreneur, you stepping into your power as somebody who can create wealth, who can do things. And, you know, as somebody who had that snatched from them, I believe it's what I really want. But do I? Because I was a very successful entrepreneur and fairly rich. I certainly had status, which has been completely stripped of me since I moved to Indonesia. But I'm gloriously happy now, and I was unhappy then. So would I exchange what I have now for what I had then? Most certainly not. So I think there's going to be so many opportunities come to you. You can afford to be selective. not to jump at everything that simply makes money for you. Even though if, like me, I've not made any money in 10, nearly 15 years now. So the chance of making some money would be very nice. But maybe I'm going to be a bit more discerning. Maybe. You look at him, he's a nice king, isn't he? He's strong, he's powerful, he's got that stick in his hand, he's on his throne, he's dressed beautifully. It's a nice outcome, whatever, Leo. But let's unpack, let's get some clarification. Now I'm going to seek clarification on this Seven of Cups. Not everything is what it seems. And oh my God, it's confirmed what I've just been saying. Because the first one is the King of Wands again. So this is the entrepreneur. So you have a chance of becoming an entrepreneur. The next card is the Ten of Pentacles. This is the Happy Families card. Yeah, this is the Happy Families. And the final card is the Lovers card. And yeah, it's about love and happiness. I'm sorry, it's not the Lovers card, it's the Sun card. So it's even more about happiness than I said. Yeah. So do you choose entrepreneurship or happiness? How terribly interesting. So the first card of clarity is this King of Wands again, this natural entrepreneur. Pardon me, you look at him, he looks a bit like a magician, doesn't he? I wouldn't necessarily trust him. And I think there's something in that, So, coming back to my position, here's maybe an opportunity for me to be a successful entrepreneur once more. But as I say, I wasn't happy as a successful entrepreneur. So I'm being offered the chance to be flying around, possibly, moving and shaking. But is that what I really want? Is that what I really want? And that's one of the opportunities on offer. Because remember, we've got the Seven of Cups here. So the second card of clarity is the Ten of Pentacles. That's the Happy Families card. That's the card whereby you've really got everything, you've got everything. There you are. You're up on a pedestal. Maybe that woman below is jealous. And of course there are those sort of war planes or whatever in the sky, But you're up on a pedestal, you're a happy family, you've got everything you want, Look at them, they couldn't be more in love. They've got that beautiful son, 2 Scotty dogs. They've got everything. So this is your choice, isn't it? Your choice. Do you grab at the cup that has the entrepreneur in it, whereby it might take you away from your family? Or do you stay with your family? Now that doesn't mean to say you're not going to earn money. You'll earn money either way. But I guess one is more about sort of fame and your personal, what you will receive, and the other is about what your family will receive. Yeah. Profound, isn't it? Now the final card is the Sun card, which is happiness and blessings. Yeah. You look at it, there they are, dancing together, the little Scotty dog looking lovingly at them. Sunflowers in the background, which is for luck and for abundance, and the sun is shining down on them. This is happiness. Now, a long time ago, when I was a successful entrepreneur, I manifested happiness, knowing that it might be at the expense of money. And I've been through some very lean times. As I say, I've not earned money in 15 years. So I've been through some lean times, but I'm very, very happy. And I wouldn't give up that happiness for anything. But what I think's on offer to you is there's the offer of making money in the long term for your family and being happy, or the offer of short-term gain and probably getting your status back, maybe more than just your status, maybe it's even fame and fortune. But you're being urged to choose happiness, Leo. Leo, this is some wonderful news for you after all you've been through. I know you've been through a tower moment. In my case, it was my mother's death and me probably turning my back on my country of birth, the UK, forever, and making my life in Indonesia. So profound. But after so many years, in my case 15 years of not making money, it's finally coming, Leo. It's finally coming to you. And it's coming to you because you've got your finger in a lot of pies. You've got a lot of... I used the word friends before. I think acquaintances is even better. There's a lot of people who might be able to help you to make money. And you're going to have an awful lot of opportunities, an abundance of opportunities. But I would be selective in how you play those opportunities. I think there is the offer of you being an entrepreneur, and I was an entrepreneur previously, successful. You could become an entrepreneur again, and in doing so, you could get your status back, because I've completely lost my status since being in Indonesia. And it would feel good to get my status back. It would feel good to be running around the world, moving and shaking like I used to. But I'm getting older, you know. Do I really want that? Because what I think I really want is just long-term security for me and my family. Because I love my family so much. And a long time ago I was offered, I manifested happiness above money. Well, now it's coming full circle because you're being offered the chance to make money, probably big time again, and fame and fortune. Or simply to be comfortable. Make money, yes, but be comfortable. To be able to provide for your family, to be able to have what you want, but above all, to be happy. Now, it does look as though you make the wrong choice and you choose the fame and fortune. And, you know, you'll get what you want and you'll get your ducks in a row and you'll go there with vision and create things. But I think this tarot reading is a warning to say, do you remember asking for happiness? Don't abandon that. Because you can very nearly have your cake and eat it here, Leo. You very nearly can. I do hope you've enjoyed Tarot from Java as an addition to my channel, The Magic of Java. Please take a look at the other videos that I have on this channel about magic from Java, and I hope that you will become a subscriber. Now, if you want to hear your next tarot reading, hit the button and that will inform you of when I publish new readings. I'm certainly going to do a reading for every month, but maybe I will try them a bit more frequently, say a mid-month reading, and maybe also some special readings. But above all, thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you, and enjoy Java.